Hello guys and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for the team selection video for game week 17. We hope everyone's having a good start to the week. And yeah, we're going to discuss game week 17 because it is a bit of a mad game week. A lot of injuries, a lot of suspensions. You know the drill by now. So yeah, we're going to get into it. How you doing, Jordan? How you doing on this Thursday evening?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. I think tonight's the last night of obviously midweek football, and yeah, we wrap it up. And come tomorrow, it'll be the deadline stream for game week 17. And by goodness, there is a lot to deal with, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it is a Friday deadline, so don't forget, guys. Deadline tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to break it down, and we're going to quickly recap game week 16 before we do move on. So just to recap where we are with our teams right now. So in goal, I did have Dubravka for game week 16, and as we know, he did concede 4 goals to Spurs in that shocking win for Spurs, 4-1. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So yeah, Dubravka gets a blank. The back three doesn't get any better. Arsenal conceded a goal to Villa, obviously because they lost 1-0. Feels like ages ago now. I don't know why. But yeah, Arsenal did lose 1-0 to Villa. Livramento obviously conceded as well. Livramento conceded 4 goals to Spurs. So mine went blank there.
Yes, Spurs.
Yep. So Tsimikas did actually play. Obviously, he played the 2. Tsimikas came on. Sorry, Jordan, you've got my team completely wrong. Like there's Mbermo there. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my other screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is my wrong team.
Yeah, Mbermo's not in your team now.
Yeah, he's not in my team at all. So I'm gonna actually pull up my screen on my team. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna share my team properly because that is not the correct team. Oh, now let me share my email. Sorry, I'll let you go with your team first, and we'll come back to my team in a sec. You go with your team.
Yeah.
Talk us through how your game week 16 went.
So yeah, it wasn't a spectacular game week to remember, but yeah, we got Leno in goal, who got his 9 points for the clean sheet, massive win, 5-0 against West Ham. Save points and bonus 2 on top of that, so it's a nice haul for Leno. Bad back 4, because obviously there's a lot of switch arounds because of players obviously in the team. So we've got Branthwaite, who does get substituted on, and for Tsimikas due to not playing, and Branthwaite get his clean sheet against Chelsea. He did pick up a yellow card in that game, so he's suspended for the next fixture, unfortunately, but he did pick up a nice 5 points. Trippier, he got negative 1 point for conceding 4 goals against Spurs and also getting a yellow card and suspended for the next fixture too. Tsimikas, he played 90 minutes but only got 2 points. Clean sheet was white from Crystal Palace's game against Liverpool. And Anthony Taylor, obviously he gets 1 point from his game because Brighton did score against Burnley in that 1-1 draw, and he also got a yellow card. Another player who's suspended for the next game week fixture as well. Moving on to midfield, we've got Mitoma, who he played only 45 minutes. He was benched, so he only got 1 point through that game. Saka, he blanked due to Arsenal not scoring a single goal in that 1-0 win over Aston Villa. Salah, obviously he's the auto switch captain because due to Haaland not starting in his game, so Salah, because he's my vice, he does become the captain pick for me, and he ends up on 26 points. And finally, Hwang, he gets only 2 points on the blank in that 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest. And up front, we got Alvarez, who did get an assist for one of Man City's goals, so he ends up on 5. And Wissa blanked against Sheffield United, where they won 1-0. So no goals for Brentford in that game. And yeah, not much to talk about on the bench. Obviously, Avila didn't start due to his wrist injury. Haaland, obviously, he was left out of the squad. Luca Dean, he did get a clean sheet, but he's left on the bench with 5 points. He did also get yellow cards, so he's suspended for the next fixture against Brentford, and also Mbeumo is out for a while due to his injury.
Yeah, sorry, this is the wrong week. Just bring up the website because this is just way too confusing. So Haaland didn't actually even play. You got absolutely the wrong slides. Can you pull up your team from the website?
Yeah, I'm sorry guys for this. I have no idea why it's showing that game week.
Yeah, so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys from this current game week. Very sorry about that. Just a little error on the slides. If I could share my screen, can you change the overlay, please, Jordan? Sorry about this, guys.
Yeah. We'll have to use
if you add another overlay.
Yeah, I'll have to use a previous one.
Yeah, that's cool. Yep. So I will actually share my screen. Hopefully you guys can see that much better. I'll just ignore the first part of the video. So I'm going to quickly recap game week 16. We're going to go through it very quickly. So in goal, as I said, I had Dubravka, who did blank in that fixture after his disappointing loss to Spurs in that 4-1 loss. Backline was pretty bad. Nothing really to say there in terms of clean sheets. Tsimikas, Liverpool did concede 2-1. It was at the end of the scoreline, and obviously Liverpool coming away with a win. So Liverpool did concede. So Tsimikas blanked. Livramento also blanked after losing to Spurs. Arsenal boys, we know they lost as well to Aston Villa 1-0. So disappointing there. No clean sheet. Gordon, however, did play 73 minutes and got a blank in that loss to Spurs. He also come away flagged after his performance midweek in the Champions League. We know Saka, nothing really to say there. Arsenal did lose to Villa. Son was the star man and star of the show for this game week for me. Obviously, getting that 17-pointer after his goal, his 2 assists, his clean sheet point, and the bonus 3 points. So what a haul from Son, and comes away that lovely 17-pointer. Salah was the captain with his goal and an assist, and he picked up the 3 bonus points, which was lovely. Palmer did blank and also picked up a yellow card against Chelsea. And then Watkins, again, he also blanked in the win against Arsenal. On the bench, I had Areola, who was injured. And we know Haaland as well missed out due to a surprise late injury. And we still don't exactly know what's happening with Haaland. So we did miss the win against Luton. Charlie Taylor also got a 1-pointer, and he's now suspended after picking up a yellow card. And Archer did blank. So that is what my team, did perform like for game week 16. It wasn't a great week. I think that's fair to say. 59 points. So I should say it was a great week, but in terms of some of the players, I mean, it wasn't a great week. The only players that really returned was Son and Salah. Other than that, is blanks across my team. But because those 2 performed so well, it was actually a big green arrow. So I'm quite happy with the way my rank, is at 800k. So yeah, 59 points all out, and that is how my game week 16 did go. So yeah, Jordan, same again with you. Game week 16, just quickly run us through how many points you got, and obviously your thoughts on the game week.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got Leno in goal, who obviously got his clean sheet and bonus points against that 5-0 win. So it's a nice return for Leno. Branthwaite, he got a clean sheet as well against Chelsea. He also got a yellow card, so he's also suspended for the next fixture, but ends up on 5. Trippier, he gets -1 for conceding 4 goals, also getting a yellow card, and he's also suspended. Tsimikas only getting the 2 points. Liverpool did concede to Crystal Palace 1 goal. Taylor, he drew against Brighton, so no clean sheet for him, and he's also suspended for picking up a yellow card and also not playing for next game week fixture. Moving on to midfield, Matoma, he only played 45 minutes from being benched. Saka, nothing from Arsenal, no goals whatsoever against Aston Villa. Salah, he's the auto captain switch, which was on Haaland, but because Haaland didn't play, it does fall on Salah, who got me 26 points. Hwang, he blanks with no goals coming from him. And up front, we've got Alvarez, who does get an assist for one of the Man City goals. He ends up on 5 points. Wissa, no goals for Brentford in his game, so he only gets 2. And on the bench, you've got Areola, who didn't play. Haaland, who didn't start either. Luka Dean did play. got a clean sheet, but also picked up a yellow card and is also suspended for next game week. And Mbeumo, who's currently out for a long period of time from his injury.
Okay, so that's game week 16 now. Very confusing because obviously do ignore the first part of the video. So that is how we actually did in game week 16. We're going to move on to game week 16. Sorry, game week 17, I should say, next. And yeah, we're going to talk about our transfers and how our teams are looking. So we'll just switch it back over. So yeah, this is what my team currently looks like for game week 17. So hopefully that is all correct. So yeah, in goal, I do have Areola, who I might start, but I'm probably going to play Dubravka because obviously Areola, we're not still sure about him, whether he's back. As of now, he's still currently flagged. And he's got a 75% chance of playing. So I'm probably going to play Dubravka. Even if Areola's fit, I'm still probably going to go Dubravka. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. In the back three, I do have Tsimikas, Saliba, and Gabriel. However, I will probably be starting Livramento. So as you guys can see on the bench, I do have Livramento first sub, but I'm thinking to play Livramento ahead of the double Arsenal defense because against Brighton at home, I'm not completely sure. Should I play the Arsenal double up? Let me know what you guys think in the comments because I'm still not sure. But yeah, I think my plan is to play Livramento at home to Fulham. And then to finish up the defense, I do have Tsimikas in there, who's got Man United at home. I think that's a decent fixture. It's a chance Liverpool could keep a clean sheet. And, you know, Tsimikas does have that attacking threat. He was actually left out. He didn't play in tonight's game against USG. So he's fully fresh and ready to go for that game against Man United. So I'm happy with Tsimikas. It's just, do I play the double Arsenal defense or do I play Livramento as well? I'm leaning towards Livramento right now. In the midfield, I've got Palmer, I've got Gordon, I've got Saka, I've got Son, and I've got Mo Salah as well. Gordon is currently flagged in the game as well because Gordon did pick up a little knock last night in the Champions League loss. So that's a bit unfortunate. However, Gordon should be fine for that home fixture against Fulham. So hopefully he's fine and he does play, and I'm happy to play him in that fixture. And even longer term, I think Gordon's fixtures do look quite nice. In regards to Palmer, he's got Sheffield again. I think it's a good fixture. I'm happy to hold Palmer. I know Chelsea have been disappointing, but you know, looking at the next 5 fixtures, Sheffield, Wolves, Palace, Luton, and Fulham for Chelsea. So yeah, I'm happy to own Palmer for the next 5. Saka's got Brighton at home. Again, I think that's a decent fixture. Brighton can't seem to keep clean sheets. So I'm more than happy to play the Arsenal attacker there. Son has Forest away. Again, I think this is a very good fixture for Son. I'm quite happy to own Son for this fixture. I think he could potentially haul again. I am quietly confident that he's going to be a great pick, and I'm hoping that he can deliver yet again. And yeah, looking at that Nottingham Forest fixture, I do like Spurs for this game, and I'm hoping for another big return from Son. Salah again completes it. He's got Man United at home. He is my captain currently. So yeah, we'll see what Salah does against Man United. He actually has a very good record against Man United. He seems to score against them every time he plays. Hopefully he can keep that up on the weekend. And yeah, I've gone with Salah captain because, as you know, Haaland has slight doubts over him, whether he's going to play, whether he's going to feature. To complete the attack as well, Watkins has Brentford away. Again, I think that's a decent fixture for Aston Villa with the way they're playing. And then Haaland completes the team. On the bench, I've got Dubravka, Livramento, Archer, and Taylor. I do have 1.4 million in the bank, so there's quite a lot of money there, so I can do some moves. I've got 1 free transfer as well. So again, slight issues in my team. Obviously, Haaland, you can see, is currently flagged. And again, what I do with my transfers all depends on Haaland, if I'm being honest. If Haaland is fit, I could even roll the moves and just play Livramento instead of Saliba and roll. However, you know, I do think Haaland could miss out. I'm not 100%, obviously, but I do believe there's a high chance of Haaland missing out. So do tune in for that deadline stream tomorrow to make sure that, you know, you see what we actually end up doing. But I'm going to do my plans. I'm going to show you my transfer plans as if Haaland was out. So let's assume Haaland is out. He's going to miss game week 17 and he's suspended for game week 18 as well. If that's the case and Haaland's going to miss next week, my plans are to remove Haaland from the team. So that's one of my transfers. And to also remove Saliba. So I would be taking a -4 hit. So the current plan is Haaland out, Saliba out for a hit. And then I'd be bringing in Solanke instead of Haaland. And the defender I'd be bringing in is Pedro Porro. So those are the two moves I'm currently thinking of bringing in, Porro and Solanke. And I think they've got really nice fixtures as well going forward. So, yeah, I mean, that's what the current thinking. Obviously, Pedro Porro is coming off a very nice return assist. And he's been playing really well, Pedro Porro. And I've been quite impressed with him, how attacking he is, especially at his price now, 5.3 million. Good value for money. And yeah, I'm quite excited to own Porro. And I think he is worth a -4 potentially. So, yeah, excited to bring him in. And with Solanke, I want to talk about Solanke as well because he's a bit of a talking point because he's quite popular. He's actually already had a price rise earlier on this week, and he's actually due another price rise tonight. So he could be 6.7 million by the end of tonight, which is a bit annoying. He's had a 0.2 million price increase already. I'm probably not going to go early on him because I'm still not sure about Haaland. If we hear any news about Haaland, then I'll regret taking Haaland out if I hear Haaland's fit. But I think Solanke is one of the standout picks for strikers. As I said, I think his fixtures for the next few games look very, very nice on paper. So, yeah, more than happy to play Solanke if Haaland's out. I mean, I'm just going to load up Solanke's fixtures here, and I'm Luton at home. I think that's good. Then after that is Forest, which is another nice fixture. Fulham after that. So the next three, yeah, I'm happy with Solanke. And obviously there are other few strikers you could go with. You know, the likes of Darwin if you want to be a bit more riskier. You know, there's other strikers like Jesus at Arsenal that you could take a punt on. I think at that price, even though money's not an issue, as you can see, I've got 8.8 million in the bank, which is probably the most I've ever had in FPL. So yeah, that would be what my team looks like after I sell Haaland this week for a -4. Porro and Solanke in, and the rest of the team looks quite nice. And then the plan would be to get Haaland back in game week 19 or game week 20 for Solanke again and move back to Haaland. So that is what my current plans are, guys. So just to reiterate what I'm thinking, if Haaland's out, it's Haaland to Solanke and Saliba, to Porro. And if Haaland's fit, I'll keep Haaland and I might just do the Porro transfer for free. So that's the plans. And I will be playing a 3-5-2. And yeah, that is what I'm thinking of for my game week 17 team, and Salah captain, no doubt about it in my mind. So Jordan, same for you. Talk us through your game week 17 bus team because you're in a bit of a dilemma, a bit of a pickle. Obviously, you've got hundreds of flags, it feels like, in your team. I want to see how you're going to sort this issue out.
Yeah, at first glance, it looked pretty bad, but after looking at it, it's not as bad as it seemed. But we'll go through it. Obviously, we start off with Leno in goal, who's got Newcastle away. It does depend if Areola's going to be fit, because I might play him against Wolves at home instead, because I don't see Fulham keeping a clean sheet against Newcastle, even though it's an away fixture. I still think Newcastle can score some at their home ground. They play much better at home, as we've seen in the past. So yeah, we have to see what happens with Areola. Moving on to defence, so let's just get these out of the way. So Trippier and Luka Dean are both suspended, so they won't be playing against Fulham and Brentford. So that only leaves Tsimikas, who's got Man United at home, as my only defender in my team at the moment. Obviously, the transfer plans do involve transferring a defender and taking one out, which I'll obviously move on to once I've gone through the rest of my team. But I think Tsimikas against Man United at home, I don't think that's a bad fixture. The way Man United are playing at the moment, I don't think I'll be hesitant to play anyone against Man United, because they just seem to be, proper disconnected still. I mean, there was a couple of injuries the other night when they did play in their last game in obviously Europe, and yeah, again they were knocked out and they sustained injuries. Luke Shaw went off injured, and I believe also, I can't remember who the other player that came off injured. But
Harry
there was,
Maguire has gone off as well, injured. Luke
oh
Shaw as
yeah,
well.
yeah, that was Harry Maguire from a groin injury, and Luke Shaw went off injured too, which doesn't leave much for Man United in terms of defence. So I'm pretty confident in playing Simi Cass. He might get an attack and return, maybe not a clean sheet, but there's high hopes for him. So moving on to the midfield, there's a bit more to play with there. So we've got Salah, who's also got Man United at home, and this may come as a surprise. My captaincy is over, obviously Salah, so it's the first time this season where I've captained someone else other than Haaland. Obviously, due to obvious reasons, Haaland may be a doubt for that Crystal Palace game. So, the way Liverpool are at Anfield and the way Man United are playing currently, I do see this being quite a one-handed, obviously, game. So I think Salah this week will be my captain. Moving on to Mitoma, he's got Arsenal away. So he was benched last, obviously, game week. And I do hope he does start against Arsenal away. It's not the best fixture for Mitoma to obviously start in, but the way my team looks, I'm just hoping that he does start. And Zerbi, because he rested him last game and only played 45 minutes, that he should play the full 90 against Arsenal away. Moving on to Saka, who's basically playing against Mitoma. He's got also Brighton at home. Fairly confident playing Saka. Brighton haven't kept a clean sheet so far this season, so they are bound to concede. It just depends on whether Saka is a part of, obviously, the goals that Arsenal will potentially score against Brighton. So hopefully Saka gets another goal underneath him. Next, we've got Hwang, who's got West Ham away. So, West Ham got conceded heavily, surprisingly. So there is hopes that Hwang can potentially do something against West Ham away. But I don't mind playing Hwang against any fixture because he has that potential to score against any team, in my opinion. So, I'll happily play Hwang. Obviously, in Mbeumo, he's out injured. He would play Aston Villa at home if he was fit, but unfortunately, he's not. Haaland, obviously, we've spoken about him. He might be a doubt for that Crystal Palace at home fixture with a foot injury, but he's there just in case. This will come down to the wire, literally, on what I do with Haaland. But for the current moment, he is in the team. And he's got Crystal Palace at home, along with his teammate Alvarez, who's also got Crystal Palace at home. And I think it's even more better if Haaland doesn't play, because then you know for sure Alvarez will play the full 90 minutes in that fixture, which obviously gives him more time to potentially get an attacker return. And just quickly on the bench, you've got Ariello, who's got Wolves at home, but he's currently flagged. You've got Wissa, who's got Aston Villa at home. Brantford and Taylor, they're both suspended in those fixtures, so they won't play against Burnley away or Everton at home. So this is the moment where we move on to the transfer plans. So I have 2 free transfers. Thank goodness I rolled last game week because I would have been in much more trouble. And 0.2 million in the bank. So I've been going through my head the transfer plans, and this is the best outcome I've come with. So I'm obviously going to make a defender transfer. So I'm going to take Luca Dean out. And I'm also going to make a midfielder transfer, which I'm going to take Mbeumo out as well. So, I'm going to make 2 transfers for Luca Dean out and Mbeumo. And the 2 players I've decided to bring in are Pedro Porro for Luca Dean, who's got Nottingham Forest away, and Doucouré, who has Burnley away, in replacement for Mbeumo. And this is just for 2 free transfers. I'm not taking a -4. I understand that Trippier won't start against Fulham at home because he's suspended. But going forward, the worst case, I could potentially have 9 playing players for, obviously, game week 17, which...
You'll have 10 because Wissa will come on, regardless if Haaland's out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, sorry, I'll have 10 playing players. So worst case to worst, I'll miss out on, obviously, Trippier because I've got no more bench options for him to replace with. So worst case, I'll have 10 playing players on the pitch, which I think that's what I'm going to go for. I'm not going to take a -4. I was going to consider free hitting earlier on after seeing the many flags pop up, but after rethinking it, I think I can get past this week with obviously going with 2 free transfers. I didn't want to use 2 honestly for this week because obviously there's blanks following game week 18, but I think just to survive this game week, I'm going to use 2 free transfers and not take any more than that, I don't think. And obviously bring in Pedro Porro and my differential Doucouré.
Okay, nice one. So you're doing your 2 free transfers. I'm probably going to take a hit because I weighed it up, and I think my team might need it. So yeah, that is what our plans are, guys, for Game Week 17. Let us know what you guys are doing in the chat as well, and we're going to read some of your comments out. We've got K7 in the chat. Evening, gents. It says K7.
Evening.
Yeah, evening. Hope you're well. We've got Texacoat in the chat. Yep, sorry about that. SJ as well. Hi, everyone. Do you think Haaland would start if he's fit? I'm transferring him out whether he's fit or unfit because of uncertainty of Game Week 17, blank Game Week 18, and a slightly tough away fixture to Everton on Game Week 19. If I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure Haaland's not going to play. I don't think he will play. Obviously, it's just a guess at this point. I don't know for sure. But if I had to guess, I don't think Haaland will play, and most of us probably will be transferring him out, in my opinion. Sherwin, hi guys. Arsenal are more likely to keep a clean sheet at home. Fulham scoring too many goals at the moment. I would play the double Arsenal defenses. Sherwin. Yeah, I could do, for sure. Obviously, I've got Livramento as well. So Livramento's got a decent fixture himself. So yeah, I'm not sure about playing double Arsenal defense. I've played it in the last couple of weeks. It hasn't really paid off for me. And Hakon agrees. I don't feel double defense. Brighton haven't been great recently, but they still score goals. I agree with this.
Yeah.
Yassine, who to bench from Nunes, Diaz, Udogi, Zinchenko, or Foden? Who are you benching from this list, Jordan?
I'll probably be benching Zinchenko because I don't see a clean sheet against Arsenal. Sorry, not against Arsenal. Against Brighton, I do see Brighton conceding to Arsenal. I still see Arsenal winning the game, but I still see no clean sheet for him. So I'll be benching probably Zinchenko and playing Nunes, Diaz, Udogi, and Foden. Yeah,
you always bench a defender, in my opinion. Fatali says Mbumo to Richarlison. For me, I like that move. It's different, differential move. Could be very exciting as well. Playing Forest could be a little good move. I hope Decore works as well. Says Hakon. I have the King Dwight McNeil double-digit haul incoming.
Oh yeah, he scored a nice goal, Dwight McNeil. I think they have been underlooked a bit, Everton assets in the past few weeks, and hopefully, I hope Decore does get to work against Burnley away.
Yeah. Definitely, Decore obviously playing really well. Everton themselves are actually playing really well, and big improvement. Obviously, Everton have actually had a decent start to the season. You know, you take away that points deduction, they would be in the top half of the league, I believe. They'd be around 10th. So yeah, nice going from Everton. And yeah, that's how we're currently shaping up for Game Week 17, guys. We are back tomorrow again for the deadline stream. Make sure you do tune in for that deadline stream. It should be a great one. I'm 100% sure it's going to be a lively one because, again, I still don't know what I'm going to do in terms of my moves. It all changes on Haaland. He does hold the key sort of what I do with my moves. So make sure you guys do tune in. We're going to have live transfers. I'm probably going to be taking a hit. See, Jordan's going to be making a couple of transfers as well. So it should be an exciting deadline stream. So make sure you tune in. If you haven't already, guys, do smash the like button if you can. It always helps us out. So do smash the like button. And also make sure you are subscribed to our channel as well if you haven't already. As again, we've just passed the 1,000 subscriber mark. So thank you guys for subscribing to us. And yeah, that is it from us for today. We're back tomorrow. I'm just going to double check when we are going to stream tomorrow. We're going to go live at 5:30. So 5:30 UK time, we will be live for the deadline stream. So again, make sure you tune in. We could go half an hour earlier, 5 o'clock possibly, but we will, let you know. Make sure you ring that notification bell so YouTube will notify you when we go live. So that is it from us for the team selection video. Anything else you want to add, Jordan, before we do wrap it up?
Yeah, thanks for watching. Obviously, enjoy the rest of the football. That's less to play today. It's the final day, and then tomorrow we come to obviously deadline for Game Week 17. Should be exciting. So tune in for that. Until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your week. Until then, see you later.